Hello, and welcome to my workshop on conscious discipline. I hope you enjoy what I have to share with you today. So, the first thing I wanted to share with you is a little bit of a testimonial from a man named DJ Baptiste. And his story is gang leader to graduate. So, his story is that when he was in high school, he was a gang leader. And he always liked to goof up in class and goof off and make the teacher mad and just cause a lot of trouble. Well, Miss P understood that it was important for each child to have a job, and she noticed how charismatic he was and knew that he would make the perfect greeter. But she told him that he always had to be on time, which, even though all of these other things, him causing problems in class, were going on, his number one problem was that he was late every single day. So she told him if he could be on time to greet the class, he would have a few minutes at the beginning of the class to talk with the class. And he was never late again. So what he says is that Miss P understood the power of building a bridge and making a connection instead of correction. And once that big bridge is built, now we can turn around and go get academics. We've got to make those connections with kids before we can work on academics. So today we've got several objectives. We're going to talk about your preconceived ideas about conscious discipline, creating the school family, establishing procedures, why the old way of discipline doesn't work. We're going to go through some tattling scenarios and dialogue, some aggression scenarios and dialogue, some defiance scenarios, first steps to implementing, and then go over some questions that you may have. So let's start off with your thoughts about conscious discipline. Would anyone like to share some of your thoughts about conscious discipline? So creating the school family is kind of the first place to start, and you want to start with what conscious discipline calls a brain smart start. So there are 4 steps to the brain smart start: unite, connect, disengage stress, and making a commitment. So how I do this in my classroom, we unite together by saying the kindness pledge, which you can see over here. I pledged to myself on this very day. So normally we would hold hands and say this together because that physical touch is part of making a connection. But because of COVID, we're unable to do that. So we just cross our hands over our heart and we say it together. Then we connect by greeting each other. Normally we'd walk around and shake hands or give high fives, but we just look around the room and wave, and we really talk about making eye contact, just teaching them those social norms for how to engage with people. Then we disengage stress by doing some kind of breathing activity, and then we go over our school family commitments, and our main commitment is to help keep each other safe. So a little bit more about the Brain Smart Start. I've got this picture of a volcano here because one of my breathing choices is volcano breathing. So we breathe in with the magma and out with the lava, and that's a favorite of my kids. And then you can see here the class commitments. One thing that conscious discipline really encourages teachers to do is to use real pictures of your kids showing the class commitments or the rules and procedures rather than graphics or just words. So procedures are key to setting up this calm classroom environment. So here's a picture of my morning procedures that I put on the board each day. We're going to come in quietly. We're going to get out our folders and put them on our desks, wash our hands, and then get breakfast and drinks from the table. So they can see, most of my children by this point in the year know these procedures, but I have a few who still struggle and need to see those procedures every morning when they come in. So having those displayed for them is just a good visual reminder of, oh, yes, this is what I need to do next. Having those photos there.